Cassidy goes 6th, Mortara goes quicker than Van Dorn, so Sete Camera's on the bubble, Roland down in 7th, Freitz goes up into 3rd, so Sete Camera is pushed out, and that is the last of the runners. Mortara, Van Dorn, Freitz, de Grassi at the top 4. Dennis comes through, takes the checker flag, he's already quickest. Who's next across the line? It's Askew, gets ahead of Evans. Tictum gets ahead of Evans. Buemi doesn't. The DS to Cheetah's next. Da Costa does. Evans is out. Evans isn't through to the duels.
Oh, and I wonder, the way he hit that probably knocked the toe out of the, because he hit it sort of an angle, it wasn't a flat hit.
Dennis, Da Costa, Vern and Dan Tictum making it through. Time for the duels. First up, Dan Tictum against Eduardo Mortara. The Neo versus the Rocket Venturi. 3/10 the gap at the moment. Oh, lock up. Still got it in just about. Tictum actually closing the gap again to Eduardo Mortara. Comes across the line, 21.6 is the benchmark time. Mortara has been quick through 19 and 20. Now down into the final corner. He's neat and tidy. The gap is almost half a second. And Eduardo Mortara advances through to the semi-finals. Jean-Eric Verne versus Stoffel Van Dorn. Oh, yeah, he's going straight on Verne. That's done.
Yeah.
Duel's over. Big mistake. And we'll see what Stoffel Van Dorn can do. Through the turn 22, out across the line, books himself a place up against Eduardo Mortara in the semi-final. Robin Freitz versus Antonio Felix da Costa. Da Costa 2/10 ahead of Freitz at the moment. Again, the car moving about so much underneath Robin Freitz, but this is going to be Da Costa first across the line. And he is through into the semi-finals at 20.9. Lucas de Grassi versus Jake Dennis for a place in the semi-final. It's over 2/10 to de Grassi. De Grassi does 1 minute 21.2. And Dennis has now got over 3/10. Just needs a neat and tidy final corner. Big jump on the bump.
I haven't seen anybody hit that before.
No.
The back wheel's right off the ground. Luckily, it was before the braking zone.
Dennis comes through and is into the semi-finals. Mortara beat Tictum. Van Dorn beat Verne. Da Costa beat Freitz. Dennis beat de Grassi. Stoffel Van Dorn for Mercedes EQ. Eduardo Mortara for Rocket Venturi Racing. 1,000th between Van Dorn and Mortara. Through the stadium comes Van Dorn.
Oh, it was lovely from Van Dorn through there. Let's see if that pays dividends for him. He used the curb to help turn the car in turn 13.
600ths is the advantage now for Mortara, who's making his way out of the stadium. Into turn 16. Gap grows to just over 1/10.
Look how close Mortara gets to the walls.
Every time, it's just ridiculous. The gap is almost 2/10. Is Mortara through to the final? He is. Jake Dennis versus Antonio Felix da Costa.
Dennis is making no mistakes here.
Into the final corner at turn 22. Da Costa gets it hooked up. Drives towards the line. It's going to be a close one. But it's Da Costa. Mortara and Da Costa facing off in the final. 7 pole positions in his Formula E career. Has only won 1 race. Da Costa not starting in first position on the grid, and there is only 100th between them. Oh, looked as though Da Costa was a little slidey entering the stadium. Mortara extends his gap to about 400ths of a second.
Looked like a bit of understeer through turn 10 for Da Costa.
Mortara's back end turning around. There's 4,000ths between them. It's as tight as it was in the fake final. Neat and tidy from Da Costa through 16.
Yeah, lovely there. Good balance of the car. Back end not stepping out.
Mortara through 16 as well. He had to fight it a little more.
Thousandths of a second.
It's come down by 3,000ths to just 1,000th between Da Costa and Mortara. What a fight this is for pole position. Da Costa through turn 19. We're on board with the Portuguese. It's a huge 200th now in Da Costa's advantage.
Last braking zone.
Gets it in, comes towards the line. He's got half a 10th on Mortara now. Sets the benchmark of a 21.078. Oh, Mortara's lost a couple of tenths in the penultimate corner. And so, across the line, it is the DS to Cheetah of Antonio Felix da Costa, who takes pole position for Seoul.
Yeah! Pole position!
Stoffel Van Dorn, champion-elect, will start 4th on the grid. If he finishes there, he wins the title. Jake Dennis is 3rd on the grid for Avalanche Andretti. Eduardo Mortara is 2nd, and Da Costa is on pole.